And yesterday, Times Now had brought you an exclusive angle as far as one of the witnesses or the punch witnesses into the entire case, Prabhakar Sale, who actually made the allegations of a alleged extortion bid, which could be linked to the entire probe. Now, once again, Times Now has brought you yet another exclusive angle. This is an interview with KP Gosavi, who has come out and said that, yes, there was an attempt at extortion. Listen in to this exclusive interview that when we spoke to him over the phone.
मतलब मेरे से पैसे मांगने की बात,
आपसे पैसे मांगने की बात हुई?
इतना दो जी।
ये बात कौन कर रहा था सर, पैसे मांगने की आपसे?
मेरे पास नए नंबर से मैं सारा ओपन करूंगा, जो कि मेरे से पूछताछ होगी इस पूछताछ में सारी।
मतलब जो आरोप आपके तरफ से लग रहे हैं, आप पे लग रहे हैं कि आपने 25 करोड़ मांगने की कोशिश की, वो आपसे भी पैसे मांगे गए?
नहीं, 25 का मैंने तो आज तक 25 करोड़ की बात, अभी मीडिया में चालू हुआ तभी मुझे पता चला।
अच्छा।
So this is what we are looking at this point of time. It's a very, very significant case. What really does this entire revelation mean? Now, clearly, of course, you have KP Gosavi, who's come out to say that he's going to expose the call details. Now, in Sail's affidavit, he says that he fears for his life after this statement. This is as per the notarized affidavit that he, in fact, approached the police authorities with today as well. And, in fact, you have, on the other hand, Gosavi coming out to saying that he's going to surrender and will reveal names. On the other hand, Sail's affidavit has said that 8 crore rupees are to be given to Wankhede. Gosavi says that after surrender, he will come out and bring out all the names of those individuals who had called him and given those kind of threatening calls. Let's listen in also to this exclusive conversation with Samir Wankhede.
ये एलिगेशन लगे हैं आपके ऊपर, इसके बारे में क्या बोलेंगे सर आप दोनों?
कौन सा एलिगेशन?
सर दो एफिडेविट के बारे में बात हो रही है। एक तो आपका जो बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट के बारे में जो लगाए गए हैं और सोशल मीडिया पे शेयर किया गया है, उसके बारे में
मेरा प्रेस रिलीज मिला नहीं है क्या आपको?
सर प्रेस रिलीज मिला, बट फिर भी एज वी आर टॉकिंग सर, थोड़ा सा बता दीजिए कि व्हाट विल यू से अबाउट इट?
देखो ना, अरे वो गलत, उससे कुछ भी फर्ज वगैरह कुछ तो भी किया गया है वो।
ओके, अच्छा, फर्स्ट करके करा गया वो, दैट इज यू आर सेइंग दैट
में देखो ना, उसमें राइट में देखो, अगर मिस्टेक से भी नाम है तो राइट में क्या लिखा गया है, प्रॉपर नाम लिखा गया, करेक्शन किया गया। तो उसमें जिसको भी डालना है न्यूज, उसने सिर्फ न्यूज पर्पज के लिए डाला है, सेंसेशनलिज्म क्रिएट करने के लिए।
मतलब राइट साइड में ऊपर पेज में,
राइट साइड ऊपर पेज में आप देखो ना, यू आस्क हिम ओनली ना व्हाई ही इज डूइंग दैट।
ओके,
व्हाई ही डिड दैट, यू आस्क हिम।
And this entire episode has led to a huge war of words between the ruling Aghadi and the opposition BJP in Maharashtra. Listen to these reactions coming in.
ये तार जो है वो सिर्फ मुंबई से नहीं दिल्ली तक पहुंचे, वो देश के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा उपकार किया उसने। ऐसे लोगों को एक्सपोज करना जो देशभक्ति के आड़ में इस प्रकार से घिनौने काम करते हैं, झूठे मुकदमे बनाते हैं, उनके पीछे जो पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है, हाँ, ये तो सबसे बड़े देशद्रोही लोग हैं। ऐसे लोगों को जो काम चल रहा है ना, उनके बारे में भजन करने वाले हैं। तो अब बहुत सी बातें सामने आएगी। अब तक नवाब मलिक साहब ने कुछ बातें सामने लाई का इंटरवल के बाद मैं आपको स्टोरी बताऊंगा।
महाराष्ट्र सरकार की एनसीपी को घेरने के पीछे पड़ी है, और इन हालात में जब 48 घंटे पूर्व महाराष्ट्र सरकार का एक मंत्री कहता है कि वे समीर वानखेड़े और उनकी टीम को जेल के सलाखों के पीछे भेजेंगे, उसके बाद ये प्रभाकर की बातें सामने आती है। यदि इन सारे बिंदुओं को जोड़ा जाए तो प्रभाकर की बातें और महाराष्ट्र सरकार का रवैया, क्या इनमें कुछ आपसी साझगांठ है? क्या उस पर इन मंत्रियों की ओर से कोई दबाव बनाया गया है? खुद तो कार्रवाई नहीं करेंगे, पर जो एनसीबी कार्रवाई कर रही है उस पर यह महाराष्ट्र सरकार का अड़िग बनने का क्या कारण है?
All right, let's go across to our guest now for more on the story. With us is Atul Shah, spokesperson of Maharashtra BJP. Raj Lakshmi Joshi, political analyst, is also joining us on the broadcast. Sujoy Kantawala, lawyer, is with us. But we also have with us Sanjay Gupta, leader of the Shiv Sena, and with us also is Tanvi Pruthi, political analyst. I'm going to start with you. Atul Shah, आपने अभी सुना कि संजय राउत ने क्या कहा? उन्होंने कहा कि जो पार्टीज ऐसे एजेंसीज का संरक्षण कर रही हैं वो देशद्रोह का काम कर रहे हैं। ये आरोप है, इशारा शायद बीजेपी की ओर है।
नहीं, ये आरोप है ना, ये बड़े बेजड़ आरोप है। ये इनको डाइवर्ट करना है सारी इनकी कमियां को। एक एक मंत्री इन्वॉल्व है करप्शन में, कोई एक्शन नहीं, वहां भावना गौरी पहुंचती नहीं है। वहां पर आप देखिए अनिल देशमुख अभी इनको मिल नहीं रहे हैं। शरद पवार जो बचा रहे अपने अजित पवार जी को 140 करोड़ रुपया, वो कारखाने का मालिक कौन है? ये सारी चीजें जो सरकार की हो रही है, ये उद्धव ठाकरे और शरद पवार मिलके ये आर्यन खान के केस को ये लोग यूज कर रहे हैं। आर्यन खान की केस जो चल रही है।
लेकिन सर केस में अगर एक विटनेस आके, और एक नहीं अब 2 विटनेस आके कहते हैं कि कुछ एक्सटॉर्शन का मामला था, तो ये बहुत गंभीर आरोप है। आप मानते नहीं कि आरोप गंभीर है?
जांच होगी ना तो गंभीर, तो सारे आरोप गंभीर है। अरे ये सारे मामले गंभीर है
सर। जो एजेंसीज प्रोब कर रही है उन्हीं पे सवाल अगर उठने लगे तो फिर तो कहीं ना कहीं लोगों का विश्वास उठेगा क्रिमिनल जस्टिस सिस्टम पे। आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन संजय गुप्ता ऑन दैट नोट। संजय गुप्ता, बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता कहते हैं, उनका ये कहना है कि सारी मिलीजुली साजिश है उद्धव ठाकरे और शरद पवार का, ये उनका आरोप है। बट जो मेन मुद्दा है, जहां तक एक्सटॉर्शन की बात चल रही है, रेवलेशन पे रेवलेशन यहां पे हम ब्रेक कर रहे हैं टाइम्स नाउ पे, और कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सारे सवाल उठते हैं कि ये पूरे मामले की जांच कैसी की गई। ऑफ कोर्स इसमें अब एक विजिलेंस इंक्वायरी भी ऑर्डर कर दी गई है एनसीबी के द्वारा, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सीरियस और बहुत अहम सवाल उठ रहे हैं।
मतलब आप ये देखिए कि एनसीबी के खुद के 2 गवाह इस बात को जो कह रहे हैं कि इस तरह से एनसीबी के ऑफिसर्स एक्सटॉर्शन की मनी मांग रहे हैं और इसी तरह से मांग रहे हैं, और ये सब तथ्य सामने आने के बाद भी बीजेपी के नेता ये कह रहे हैं कि इसमें कुछ तथ्य नहीं है। मतलब महाराष्ट्र सरकार के किसी अफसर के ऊपर अगर कोई आरोप लगे या किसी मिनिस्टर के ऊपर आरोप लगे तो वहां तो ये चाहते हैं कि वो जेल में हो, लेकिन अगर इनके केंद्रीय अधिकारियों के ऊपर कोई आरोप लगे तो ये चाहते हैं कि वो रेल में हो। मतलब ये एनसीबी के जो विटनेस हैं, ये क्या किसी महाराष्ट्र सरकार के विटनेस हैं? ये इस विषय पे बात नहीं करते कि मुद्रा पोर्ट पर 3000 किलो जो ड्रग पकड़ी गई, ये अगर बॉम्बे में पकड़ी जाती तो महाराष्ट्र सरकार को कटघरे में खड़ा कर देते और ये खड़े होके नाचते, लेकिन उसके ऊपर एक सवाल नहीं पूछते। ये
सारी
क्यों? ये इनका,
ये आप विषय को डाइवर्ट कर रहे हैं।
कब होगी? कब कोई मुहूर्त निकालोगे, ब्रह्म मुहूर्त निकालोगे कोई? आप कोई मतलब इसके लिए कोई मुहूर्त निकालना है? किसका था 3000 किलो ड्रग? किसका था? कोई मुहूर्त निकालेंगे आप? कोई पूजा करेंगे, हवन करेंगे? कोई हवन की तारीख बताइए आप।
अरे सर यही
हवन की तारीख बताइए, डेट बताइए कोई।
ड्रग रैकेट, ये ड्रग है ना।
एनसीबी के गवाह हैं, हमारे गवाह हैं कोई?
Let me just come in here. We have limited time. I want to quickly bring in our other panelists also, Tanvi Puthi and Raj Lakshmi Joshi are with us. But I first want to bring in a word from the lawyer in this entire case, Sujay Kantawala. It just does not get murkier than this. Time and again we have seen center and state sparring with all sorts of allegations, cases, but in this particular case there is allegation after allegation now coming in, questions of witnesses who have signed that Panchnama themselves coming out to make such sensational charges. It was Prabhakar Sale yesterday, it is KP Gosavi today, and clearly all of this happening in the run-up to that very important hearing tomorrow. It is going to raise some very serious questions as to what exactly is going on.
Yeah, so we need to break this into 2 parts. One is the bail application, which is listed tomorrow before the Honorable High Court for hearing. The High Court will go as per the record before it. The High Court is not going to look at extra things that are happening around, but the arguments advanced before it and the documentary evidence and the pleadings. So that takes part as far as the bail is concerned. And time and again, our courts as well as the Ministry for Social Justice has held that assuming that a person is a consumer, treat him as a victim like an end user. You cannot equate him like a drug peddler. So I'm sure that these arguments will be advanced before the High Court, and High Court will take a very practical view on the bail application. But coming to the other revelations that have hit us one after the other as a general public also, I mean, in the sense, this all needs a extremely impartial probe, according to me. And unless these witnesses testify before the competent court, that is the Sessions Court, that is the designated court, you see, then this all remains in the social media. I think that now the time has come that these things have to be tested on oath by way of the procedure established by law. And we all need answers.
Well, I think
this way, that way.
At least has said that he has approached the cops today. We have seen him go to the commissioner's office, even visit the police station. If not mistaken, he's even gone to the court, although that is, of course, a very important aspect. And Mr. Goswami also says that he is going to surrender now. But I want to bring in now our other panelists as well. Raj Lakshmi Joshi, this is going to raise some very serious questions. Prima facie, the NCB itself has ordered a vigilance inquiry against Mr. Wankhede because somewhere the agency too feels that there is some merit. Otherwise, why would they go ahead and refer it for a vigilance probe, and that probe has actually begun in right earnest?
Yeah, good evening, Madhav. Very firstly, I would like to say that the probe being made on Mr. Samir Wankhede does not in any way indicate that he is guilty of any such allegations. It only goes to prove that the agency has taken these allegations seriously, and that they don't want any such blot on their reputation, obviously. And they have also gone out they've gone all out to say that this officer, Mr. Samir Wankhede, he has had an impeccable reputation till now, and that they have full confidence in him. They have also made all these kind of statements. Now, coming back to the case, I would say that it is really disappointing that the entire focus of the opposition or of the ruling party in Maharashtra seems to be that of always proving the central agencies wrong. The center and the central
Raj Lakshmi
agencies.
Joshi, as well as, in fact, Tanvi Pruthi, please stay with us. We have some breaking news coming in. I'm just going to come back to you. This is Sachin Tendulkar. He's put out a tweet. He says, when we support Team India, we support every person who represents Team India. Mohammad Shami is a committed, world-class bowler. He's had an off day like any other sports person can have. I stand behind Shami and Team India. So Sachin Tendulkar coming out and very strongly backing Mohammad Shami. Remember that he's been at the receiving end of trolls on social media who have targeted him, and several cricketers including Gautam Gambhir as well as Virendra Sehwag, Yuzvendra Chahal have all come out on social media to tweet in support of Mohammad Shami. So that's the information coming in at this point of time. We're going to go right back to the debate. Tanvi Pruthi, very, very serious questions being raised over here, and you have not just Raj Lakshmi Joshi but even Samir Wankhede himself, who had to depose in the witness box inside a court. He's filed that affidavit saying that he is being targeted, his family is being dragged in, and that all his personal details are being brought out in the public domain. This is not just causing him a huge amount of grief, but he also believes that this is a process of diverting from the main case, and that his own privacy in this entire matter has, been completely violated. Your response to that, Tanvi?
I am not here. I am just baffled by the way BJP is defending NCB. I mean, we need to really introspect that whether NCB has just become a cage parrot speaking in the voice of its political masters, and is that the reason why BJP is defending it so much? The investigation that NCB is currently pursuing, just look at their previous record. In Riya Chakrabarti case, she spent a month in jail, no charge sheet yet. We don't know what happened in SSR drug case. Deepika Padukone, Sara Ali Khan, they were questioned in full camera. 1 year, we don't know what happened during the investigation. Aryan Khan, we don't know what is happening. So honestly, is it just media frenzy, or what are they really doing? Is it petty politics? We really need answers, and we need accountability from these officers. This is high time that we really introspect that what NCB is really doing. Central government needs to intervene in the matter.
Right, respond to that. Raj Lakshmi Joshi wants to respond. Raj Lakshmi Joshi, despite all that has happened, why are these officials who against whom there are some serious questions, they're under a crowd, being defended in this manner, is a question that Tanvi Pruthi is asking.
I would only want to ask what exactly is Nawab Malik's locus standi in this case, and why exactly is he making whatever allegations he has been making, and whatever media frenzy that he has been into in the last so many days. What exactly is his intention behind this entire episode? So, that is my question, and the question of a lot of other people who are interested in a very fair investigation into this case. I don't have anything personal against Aryan Khan, and I don't have any personal friendship also with Samir Wankhede or any of the other NCB officials. So we would not have, anything to do with supporting anybody or going against somebody. All that I want, all that most of us Indians want, is a fair investigation, and to make sure that society is made drug-free, and that all these drug peddlers and whatever this drug menace is there in society, that is taken care of. And that is
Okay. Tanvi Pruthi, I think that's a fair question. Please respond to that. One second. Let me just come in on this. In any other state, the BJP has come out in the past to say that if this was a minister targeting a particular officer, it would have been made a big deal of. In this particular case of Mr. Nawab Malik's, why is that happening is a question that is being asked. Is he being repeatedly targeted by Mr. Nawab Malik because of other reasons and because of other cases in which Mr. Nawab Malik's relatives, etc., may be involved? Is a question that the BJP has raised in the past. Your response to that, Tanvi?
See, Nawab Malik's statement, he's given it is in personal capacity. The way I am commenting on the issue, the way any other person is commenting on the issue. Why are we making such a hue and cry over it? Remember the case of Param.
He's a minister, ma'am. A minister can be questioned.
He was a villain, and later on, during the Anil Deshmukh case, BJP was all guns out supporting, Paramveer Singh. So, so these kind of things happen. Opposition leaders, they want to highlight that there is something fishy going on in the case, and that is what he has been doing since the beginning.
All right. We'll have to leave it there. For the moment. Tanvi Pruthi as well as Raj Lakshmi Joshi. Also like to thank our other guests who are joining us on the show today. We have, in fact, all our guests, Sanjay Gupta, etc., joining us. We're going to slip into a quick break now. More news and updates coming up in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.